you know, uh, basic things, we have stopped. Basic things we will cover, but same time we will also show you the strategy how to make things cover things smartly, right? But same time you also have to find your own way. Whatever we are telling, that is a general thing, correct? That is why mentorship is kept. Mentors are here so that individual guidance can be given, because you have to understand yourself. So according to yourself, the way you understand things, first you have to understand yourself, then you have to understand this thing, the teachers, that things that teachers are telling you, that is also very important, right? Then you have to strategize your own thing based on your understanding and needs, right? So how do we understand that what are the from high to low and low to high, what are the categories? How do we know? hmm? Work on this thing in next class or after the break, matlab after the class is getting over, then I will ask everyone. I'll give you some time, and then I will ask you, how will you learn this thing? What is the smartest or the shortest way to keep this thing in mind so that you don't have to memorize it? Just a basic connection you have to make, and you will be easily remembering. You don't have to remember the names also. Hmm? Just like this, you have to find the smart ways. Okay? Okay, guys, I hope we are live now. Let me hear. Learn this thing. Yes, yes, yes. Everything is correct now. Let's proceed. So we can start with the class. So today that the things, the news, the articles that we are going to discuss will be from 24th of May to 30th of May. And I'm hoping that you guys are coming after reading newspaper, covering all the important news, and whatever news you are skipping, I will be there to cover for that thing. Okay? Chalo, let's start. One second. Let me share the live again. So the first news is related to, the first article is related to India assuming the chairmanship of ASEAN Productivity Organization for 2025 and 26. So this news is becoming important. Why? Because we have seen that wherever India is assuming presidentship, chairmanship, that becomes very much important for us, because we are gaining popularity, we are gaining the trust, the faith. If somebody is electing you to the topmost position, what does it mean? If I'm making you the president of the students group, what does it mean? That I have full trust and faith in you, that you'll be able and you're capable of ruling this thing or handling the position. Yes or no? So this not only makes India credible, accountable, but also it other countries will also see that okay, India is a leader, right? So the important thing in this thing is that it highlights India's increasing leadership. Yes or no? In the global level, at the global level, right? Okay. Now, about this organization is that basic details are there, that it started in 1961, right? And it is a regional. Why? Because Asia level, Asia Pacific level. So it is a regional intergovernmental organization, and it is talking about productivity, right? Enhancing productivity in member economies through cooperation, research, training, advisory services. Now next important thing is headquarters is in Japan, Tokyo. And then nature is what? See, this is a non-political, non-profit, and non-discriminatory. Very important. No discrimination is there. How it is not discriminatory? We will see that thing. How it is not discriminatory when we compare it with other organizations, like WTO is there, World Bank is there, United Nations is there, Security Council. We know that veto power is given. So is that discriminatory? United Nations has a Security Council. It has a veto power, right? Is that discriminatory? Yes, definitely, because first of all, 1945 it was created, right? And since then, there is no reform. There is no reformation in that organization. We need reforms, right? 1945, today is 2025. There is a huge gap, in the mindset, in the understanding, in the life of people, in the demands, in the needs and aspiration. Whole world has changed, right? Developing countries are emerging as the biggest economies. Yes or no? So many things. India emerged as the fourth largest economy in the world. Leaving which country behind? India left which country behind? I'll give you option. Britain, Japan, Germany, Italy. Japan. Okay. Okay, leaving Japan. So this question also comes. So you have to prepare yourself in a way that important things you have to select. Okay, now see the role of APO, Asian Productivity. Role is what? It is a think tank and policy advisory body. Focus areas are also important. Agriculture, it works in agriculture and services and public sector and industry sector. Okay, so these are the sectors in which it works. Now, 21 economies are there, and eligibility is what? United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and Pacific. Only these members will be the members of the APO. Okay. India's role is what? It is a founding member. Also, the chair of 2025-26 goes to India. Current economy members, you can read. So, Asia Pacific countries are there. Philippines, India, China will be there. Iran, then Vietnam, Thailand, these countries are there. Okay. This time, NATO countries were asked. How many countries are NATO members? Yes or no? So there is a mindset behind the asking the question, right? Governing body. So what is the organizational structure? Just have a look at this thing. Hello, online students. Can you say hi? Who all are there online? Please type yes so that I know that my students are attending the live sessions. Okay. National Productivity Organization, it acts as the implementing agency in member countries. Now, there is a secretariat also. We saw that headquarters is in Japan, Tokyo, headed by a secretary general. Then governing body. These three bodies are there. Governing body, organization, national productivity, and then secretariat is there. Okay, so question will not be, you have to understand that question will not be asked from this portion. Okay, just have a look, because if there is an organization, there are different departments, there are different bodies which will be looking at the functioning of the organization. This you have to understand. Okay, next is what? Now, the UPSC relevance fact that headquarter is in Tokyo, Japan. India is the chair of 2025. India is a founding member also. 1961 it was established. And the sector in which it is working. What are the sectors in which it is working? Industry, services, agriculture, right? And public services, industry, agriculture. Now, mains question. What kind of question can come in mains? Please understand these are small topics only, but very relevant for us to understand the exam level preparation. Discuss the significance. Always significance will be attached. Significance of India's chairmanship of regional multilateral organization. This is a part of regional multilateral means what? Multilateral means many countries are there. Okay. Multilateral means many countries are there. Regional means related to a region, Asia Pacific region, right? Then West Asia Pacific, ऐसा भी होता है. This also happens, right? And like APO in promoting, now what they are doing is promoting sustainable development, knowledge sharing in Asia Pacific. When they're working in industry sector, when they're working in services sector, what happens that many countries are coming, collaborating, discussing things, and then they will be sharing and caring, right? So we all have a role in each other's development, yes or no? And sustainable development, everywhere you can use this word sustainable development, because this is what we have to achieve by 2030. There are sustainable development goals. And sustainable development is not only a choice, it is a need now. If you're not having a sustainable development, then our existence will not be there for too long. Okay, so we have exhausted the resources, we have created enough complications for this earth, right? This topic also is important. BRICS gets more powerful despite Trump's block dead declaration. What is the meaning? So BRICS is getting powerful even if Trump is saying that it is a dead block. Okay, BRICS is not functioning. It means that Trump is saying that BRICS is not functioning. Okay, but it is getting what? More stronger. And why we are saying that it is getting more stronger? Algeria. So whenever, please understand, this is also one type of question that comes in the examination, is that whenever any country becomes a part of an organization, just say NATO question came, NATO, right? North Atlantic Treaty Organization question came, that how many are the members, right? Why this question came? Because many many times it is in news that this country, Sweden, has joined the NATO, right? This country has joined. So because of that, it becomes news, and any kind of question can be asked. So you have to prepare yourself. But what we know is topic is in news, so we have to cover the topic. Okay. So Algeria has officially joined the NDB, marking its geographical expansion into North Africa. Where is Africa? Is it a part of Indian Ocean? Africa. I expect my students to go through the atlas every time, because see, this is an opportunity also. You can use this class as an opportunity to look at the map, different locations. So before coming to the class, at the evening, Friday evening, please read the atlas. Please go through every location, Asia level or continents or seas, everything you should see. So Algeria has been joining the NDB. It has joined NDB, and now NDB has made what? North African entry. So this is the important news, okay? Reflects growing acceptance of South-South cooperation. See how we are linking the topic. So this is happening. BRICS. BRICS means that Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. South Africa, right? So this is there. Now Algeria. Now we know the location of Algeria. Where is it? North Africa. Okay, North Africa. Okay, South Africa is already there. Okay, so understand this thing. Okay, now South-South cooperation, government, our government is also working on the South-South cooperation, right? We are there for our neighbors, for our friends. South-South cooperation, like India is also trying to position itself as a leader in the South-South cooperation. South-South cooperation means that southern part of the globe. South-South cooperation means there is a globe, then there is a 0 degree line. 0 degree line is there, which is called equator. Equator is at 0 degree. Then above equator, the northern countries are there. Downside equator, the southern countries are there. Correct. Okay. Mansley. Huh? Correct bola? Correct. Okay. Background and evolution. Kallam pariyale. Proposed. I am learning Malayalam. So background and evolution. So proposed during the fourth BRICS summit in New Delhi. See, NDB, it is about New Development Bank. So NDB ka full form is New Development Bank, which came in existence in 2015, but it was proposed during the fourth BRICS summit. Okay, so now we know that it is a part of BRICS. If any question comes that NDB is in news and it is a part of which organization? BRICS. Okay, National Development Bank. Look at the name. It is a bank. Bank means that it is focusing on what? Investment. It will be giving, making loans to the countries, right? For development. For what? Growth, right? Now, signed. This agreement was signed during the 6th BRICS summit in Fortaleza, Brazil. NDB agreement that it will be coming in existence from when? 2015. So came into existence 2015 and proposal started from 2012 itself. Now, why it was created? Because we see that IMF, World Bank, we call them as discriminatory bodies because they see whoever will be giving more funds to World Bank, IMF, these organizations, definitely their voice will be more. If US is giving more fund, that voice will be more. But what happened is these developing countries are thinking that our voice is not there, right? So we are not getting that much of support. So we should all cooperate and make something which should give priority to us. Whom? Asia Pacific level or Asian countries, or what do we say? BRICS countries. So these all are developing countries, right? Russia, very important part, right? Created as a response to Western dominance. So Western dominance is the Britain, US, all these are dominating, Germany, right? Institutions like IMF and World Bank. So they are, developing countries are saying that they are discriminatory in nature. So we need a non-discriminatory kind of bank, right? Which will help us. Next is objective and mandate is what? See, infrastructure. Developing countries do not have that kind of infrastructure. We need infrastructure, right? India also is mobilizing resources for infrastructure and sustainable development. Again, sustainable development is there in BRICS and other emerging developing countries. Emerging and developing. Emerging developing economies means that they are working towards the growth, becoming developed. Okay, they are at a level where they need funds, they need resources. Next is promote development, which is inclusive, balanced, and sustainable. These words you should memorize because you have to use these words in the answers. Balanced, inclusive, and sustainable. This is the trend now. Okay. So, what growth should be there? What education should be there? Education also should be balanced, inclusive, and sustainable. Yes or no? Growth, industry, inclusive. Inclusive means women, men, both participation should be there. So, we can use these words on, we can fit these words in any kind of answer area, right? Strengthen the voice of Global South. Again, Global South is there in international financial architecture. See the language, okay? International finance architecture. So this is contributing towards that also. Financial and technical assistance, to provide the financial and technical assistance. Now the basic things, that headquarters in China, it is a multilateral development bank, membership open to all United Nations member states. Okay, so it is open to all United Nations member states. APO, open to all members who are part of economic and social, right, economies. 21 members were there. Now founding members are, we already know, Brazil, Russia, India, China. The name itself makes the members name. New members are, this is very important, more and more members are inducted under this organization. So you have to remember, whenever a development is coming, please memorize it. This becomes important. Okay, so new members have been UAE, Bangladesh, Egypt, Uruguay, and Algeria. Capital structure, when it started, it had 50 billion subscribed capital. Now authorized is 100 billion and equal voting power. So it is non-discriminatory. Okay, non-discriminatory in nature, equal voting power. And ADB, unlike World Bank and ADB, no country has veto power, ensures equality. Okay, so inclusive, equality is there. So positive. See why Trump is saying that BRICS is dead. China, right? When China is there, India is there. When both are at the same level now, definitely some issues will be there because we do not have a peaceful neighbor, right? And then what happens is United Nations Security Council also, this membership came to India, United Nations Security Council, but we gave it to China. So China, what is doing now? China is rejecting United Nations membership, Security Council membership to us. So because obviously we are giving tough competition to China and resistance is also there, you know. So because of this thing, Trump is saying that it will not work. Okay. Next is what? Governance structure. Board of governance are there, board of directors are there, president, vice president, and current president is from Brazil. Okay. So president and vice president are rotated. Rotational leadership is there among the founding members. So Brazil is there. Next will be Russia, right? Board of director responsible for general operation and finance. Every finance minister, every country's finance minister will be the member. Okay. Operation and focus. These are the sector where it is working. Renewable energy sector. Now transport, infrastructure, urban development, water, sanitation, climate resilience. So all these things are mentioned in the sustainable development goals. We are working in sustainable development goals to achieve all these things. Climate resilience, infrastructure is there. Energy is there, renewable energy, water is there, sanitation is there, education is there. So all these areas are here also. Okay, so aligning with the goal also. Please read about sustainable development goals. There are 17 targets and I think, no, sorry, 17 goals and 169 targets are there. 169 or 167 targets are there. So 17 goals you should remember. How you can use these 17 goals in your answer? Goal number 1 is what? Goal number 2 is what? If it is no hunger, no poverty, then what happens is you can mention when related to education question is there, then you can mention sustainable development 3 or 5 talks about this thing. And if we are working towards education sector, then we can achieve this goal also by 2030. Renewable energy, infrastructure, climate financing, climate change, life underwater, life above water, These all things are there. So please go and read. It is very important for you. You should buy heart this thing. India's role and interest in the BRICS. So India's name is their founding member, right? And NDB. So home to NDB's regional center. So NDB's regional center is in Gift City, Gujarat also. Gift City, okay, Gujarat. And then India has benefited from several infrastructure loans. India took many loans, infrastructure loans, and it benefited India. Next is advocates for South-South collaboration and financial independence from Western institutions. Okay. Geopolitical significance. Unipolar global financial order. So we are not dependent on IMF or World Bank, right? We can also contribute towards this infrastructure investment, renewable energy investment from NDB, right? So this is giving a alternative to this unipolar dependence or the geopolitical financial order. Now, encourages multipolarity. Many countries are there, empowers developing countries also to support each other, right? And they have a different goal, they have a different pace. So it understands each other, strengthens BRICS as a global economic bloc. Now, criticisms are also there, like limited project portfolio is there, right? Obviously, World Bank is like too huge, IMF is too huge, right? So we cannot give a that much kind of challenge. But yes, we have an alternative and needs stronger evaluation mechanism, transparency. This will be there. Next is Chinese dominance due to economic weight. Here also, China is dominating because of the contribution. Geopolitical tension is there and it affects what? Decision making. India-China tension. If India-China issue is there, definitely it will not be able to work. And we have seen that in the past also. And attracting new members from global south without creating division is a balancing act. So every country has a friend, every country has an enemy, right? So without disturbing the peace in the organization, in the bank, what do? Is we have to balance addition of members. Okay, when we are adding the members, that should be in a balanced way, in a good way. Achievements are also there. Achievement means that USD 30 billion in project approval across member country. So this was done sustainable development, climate financing we did in the areas, in the different areas, and use of local currencies. De-dollarization, again new term. Whenever these terms are coming, you should memorize it that time itself, and you should use this in your answers. De-dollarization. So we are working towards de-dollarization. China is already working towards it, right? Why? Because we should not be dependent on one currency. Yes or no? Then it creates hegemony. Yes, one powerful nation will be there. Everybody will be listening to that. Okay. Now, UPSC relevance. Facts are there. Headquarter, equal voting rights are there. Membership is open to all. Now, question. What kind of question can come in the mains examination? Prelims, we know that factual based question will be coming. Which country was inducted recently, right? Next is critically examine the role of NDB in reshaping the global financial architecture. We saw this thing, these three words, global financial architecture. So how it is reshaping. And second thing, how it is helping the emerging and developing economies in strengthening themselves. This question can also come, yes or no? Significance of India's participation. Why? What position or what power India has in NDB? What India can do for the South-South cooperation? Also, we can see economic diplomacy, very important, and regional influence, how it is helping India in creating this regional influence and economic diplomacy also. Evaluate the effectiveness of multilateral banks like NDB. Now, this is also, again, sustainable development and in global south. Okay, southern countries, how this is promoting sustainable development. This was also in news. What happened is, known for efforts to save great Indian bustard, wildlife conservationist dead in Jaisalmer accident. So there was an accident in which this conservationist, he was 28-year-old only, and he died in an accident, and he is a very famous name in this conservation program because he has done many important things. He has saved many birds, species, animals, and then this tragic news came, which is very sad to see because we do not get people like them, right? Who young people like who wholeheartedly uh, क्या बोलते हैं, dedicate their life towards the animal conservation, right? Their protection. So he born in village of Dholia. He was influenced by the Bishnoi community, centuries old tradition of environmental stewardship. Bishnoi community, you know, they are in news, very famous community, always in news. Why, guys? Bishnoi community. Hmm? Hi, Abhinandan, how are you? Bishnoi committee is in news, guys. Hmm? Why it is in news? Think. Did you hear anything related to Bishnoi community? Mm-mm-mm. Do you know Salman Khan? Hmm? How Bishnoi community is related to Salman Khan? See, these kind of things also becomes important for us, and it is related to animal. Why? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Correct. So they hunted. Hmm? Hunting was done, and Bishnoi community worships that animal, deer, right? And it is like a क्या बोलते हैं उसे black buck. सुना है black buck? So they worship, they revere those black bugs. Okay, and when people obviously will be threatening their existence, then what will happen? This kind of things will be happening. So threat was given by Bishnoi community to Salman Khan. You know this thing, huh? This was every time this is in news. So he is also influenced by Vishnoi communities, environmental initiatives. They are trying to conserve this community. See, why do we call that whenever environment conservation is in news, whenever climate related things are in news, we say that community led conservation should be there. Why? Because when we are associated to a place, we have that identity with that place, and we relate to that place, and we try to save it, and we try to conserve it. We try to protect it. What is India's culture? India's culture is not exploitation. India's culture is conservation. What is Western led development? Western led development means that exploitation is there. They do not worry about conserving or protecting, but we revere, we give respect to our natural resources also. If you see our tradition, ancient tradition also, we used to worship plants, animals, everything, right? These all natural phenomena. Reasons were different because we were not aware of the things, but this is leading to a positive change only. So community led development is very important for at the local level, otherwise it will not be achievable because they know the challenges at the ground, they know the solution also, right? So many international organizations are also advocating for this. If you want better environment, better climate, you have to go to the grassroots level, take the help of the people, the community. Okay, so this is happening. Okay, so this bird species is in news, great Indian bustard, and this becomes important for us by why? Because this is very much protected, very much protected, this bird species. Okay, Radheshyam, so his life is sacrificed. He died in a road accident, and then this topic becomes important. GIB. He was working for the Great Indian Bustard Community Conservation Program. Okay, highlighting the risk faced by grassroots conservationists. We do not know the reason also why this accident happened. Only investigation will reveal the truth. Yes or no? Now, urgent need for protection of the Great Indian Bustard. He was working towards this thing. Now we know that from this news, it is highlighted that Great Indian Bustard protection is very important, and he was working on this thing. And why do we need to save people like him? We should protect these people. Now, they are very important for us because not everybody is doing this task. Yes or no? People are motivated towards earning, right? Now, this species, scientific name is this, and then it is endemic to Indian subcontinent. Endemic means it is only found in India, right? Endemic. Prefers arid and semi-arid grassland. Habitation is also very important, and scrublands, and it is found in Thar desert region. Habitation and distribution. So core population 100 individuals. Very less populated these bird species are there and survives in Rajasthan. So you can remember the name Rajasthan. Okay, and very less population is there. Small fragmented population we can see in Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Karnataka also. Now there are some threat also to this bird. Which is that threat? Agricultural expansion is their linear infrastructure and land use change. The way we are using the land, right? So it is a what? Flying bird, great Indian bustard. So what is this? That its movement. When it is moving, we are creating a hinder in the movement because of the development that we are doing. Land use change. We are taking over the spaces and everything, right? So it is the rarest bird species in the world found across. It was earlier in the 11 Indian states, but now only limited to Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, 4-5 states, okay? Rajasthan. And now reduced to a critical range in Rajasthan. Characteristic is what? So among the heaviest flying birds globally, weight is 15 kgs, black crown on the head. These are the basic features. Brownish body, has long bare legs, ostrich-like appearance, and lifespan is 12 to 15 years. Now, reproductive and feeding behavior. Why are we covering these news? Reproductive and feeding behavior, their appearance. Why are we covering? Abhinandan, do you know the reason? Why are we going into too much detail like this? Because UPSC has asked question. UPSC asked question about elephants' reproductive time also. Yeah, you remember now. So this is why analyzing previous year questions is important. Whenever you see, definitely it should click. The question should be saved in your memory. Whenever you cover a topic, it should click that it was asked. Okay, so I should cover this thing. That is why we are keeping this section also. So breeding season, monsoon, and lays a single egg, right? Directly on the bare ground, increasing. So it does not give protection to the egg, right? So that is why only one egg is there, right? So becomes very vulnerable. Okay, next is feeding habits, opportunistic, omnivore, and then eat grass, seed, insect, and sometimes reptile rodents also. Critically endangered because the population is less, right? Less than 100 individuals are there, and then it is critically endangered. Very important, IUCN. Wildlife protection, obviously, Schedule 1 species. Okay, CITES Appendix 1 because number is very less. Now, what is happening? They are flying birds, right? So what all things are coming in their journey? Flying journey, transmission lines, definitely. They get stuck, electrocuted, death is there, right? Habitat fragmentation, expansion of agricultural infrastructure reduces the breeding ground. These animals are like living in big spaces. They want to live, animal birds, right? So they don't want small spaces. We covered a news last time about wildlife sanctuary, right? The tiger, lion, they need cheetahs, they need big spaces. If they feel that there is one more animal, they will leave the space and then they will go in search of another space. Okay, predation, trampling of eggs by livestock and feral animals, hunting in some region despite legal protection. So it is because its hunting is also there. These animals which are critically endangered, they become very much important in the market also, right? Illegal markets. So these things are also happening. Conservation efforts are also there. Now campus scheme is there. Why? Because of afforestation. We have to do afforestation for these birds. Grassland. They live in semi-arid and arid grasslands. Yes or no? Next is establishment of a breeding center was there in Jaisalmer. Supreme Court Order 2021 directed installation of underground power line because flying animals, right? Oh, sorry, flying birds. So underground power cables should be there because we are doing what? We are taking their spaces. Yes or no? Good morning, online students. How are you all? Okay. Community-based initiative like this GIB conservation program is going on. Bishnoi community, right? Motivated. This person was also motivated by them efforts that they were taking, and then efforts by NGOs, local communities to monitor, protect nest. These all are going at the local level, at the grassroots level. Now, what are the challenges that they face in the conservation? Because only one egg, right? Slow reproduction is there. Slow reproduction rate is there, and the egg is also very vulnerable. It is out in open, right? So no protection. Conflict of interest is also there because they're not getting habitats. Then they have to get the grasslands also, right? So they need a space, proper space, limited awareness is there, and implementation lag in mitigation measures like underground cabling. 2021 itself, Supreme Court told that underground cabling we need. Yes or no? Now, this implementation is a big challenge. Just passing the order will not do the work. Now, this is important that it is critically endangered, Schedule 1, and then found mainly in Rajasthan and other countries also. Now, what kind of question can come in the mains? Prelims, we know factual based question will be coming, right? What is the protection status? Discuss the factors responsible for the decline of GIB and suggest measures, right? Factors they will be asking, and conservation measures. What answers, what protection will be provided to them? What should be provided to reverse its population trend? What happened? We saw that lion population increased, right? One article was there a few weeks back, I think. So lion numbers increased, right? It was decreasing, but we successfully increased, and the highest number of lions are found in which state? Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh. Good morning, Salvas. How are you? To what extent can infrastructure development be harmonized with wildlife conservation? See, we have to, sustainable development means what? We have to keep the development also the priority, and conservation. We should not do harm to others also, right? This earth belongs to everyone, yes or no? So this wildlife conservation also and infrastructure development also, how they can go hand in hand. And regions like the Thar Desert. Next is community participation is very important to wildlife conservation. Not only wildlife, environment, forest, everything. Examine the reference to GIB conservation program. So I have given the examples. Not directly these questions will be asked, but you should have an idea that from this topic, these questions can be asked. Okay. Abdur, hi, how are you? IMD, very, very important news, guys. Definitely, question will be there because it is the highest achievement, like one of the most important achievement of India, and at the world level, it is one of its kind. Okay, one of its kind means that the most important development at the world level in the forecasting system that India did. Okay, the best of the service that India is going to provide to us. Okay, that is forecasting system, and very important thing is that it is above the other forecasting systems. Okay, it is more advanced, it is taking the use of AI, machine learning also. It is integrating every advancement, and then it is providing the data to us. Okay, so latest development is what, that Indian Meteorological Department is set to adopt the Bharat forecasting system, BFS. So this system will be adopting for weather forecast. See, weather is very important. Weather is related to many things, right? We are totally dependent on weather, yes or no? See, if there is too much rain, students will not come to the class. They will switch to online classes, right? And then this interaction will not be happening. If good rain is not there, we'll not get food. If good rain is not there, if too much rain is there, then also we'll not get food. Yes or no? So, kya hoga? What will happen to the crops? More rain is there. Flooding. So destroyed again, right? So we have to take care of everything, and because of this climate change, it becomes more important, very much important, that this weather forecasting should be appropriate. We see that we face many challenges, that IMD is saying that tomorrow rain will be there, and tomorrow rain is not there. Itself today rain will be there, okay, or day after tomorrow rain will be there. So this mismatch is there, right? So this problem will be solved now because we are taking the help of supercomputer, Arak supercomputer. Also there is a supercomputer which is called Arak supercomputer, then there is machine learning, then there is AI. So all these advancement that India has done, we are going to now take use of these advancement in the weather forecasting system, and it is the world's best weather forecasting system. So we should be very proud about it, that India is doing the best in some areas, right? Okay. It is the highest resolution. You can use this fact that it is the highest resolution in the world forecast. Okay, significantly enhancing India's weather prediction capabilities. Abdul Rahim and Abhinand, are you guys there? Understanding everything? Developed by IITM Pune. It is also very important because the highest resolution is provided by this weather forecasting system, and where it was developed. So, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Pune. Now, type is what? Advanced numerical weather prediction model. And then provide high resolution and localized weather forecast. See, understand, high resolution means that there will be a very good resolution, and also there will be a localized weather forecast, means that grassroots level it will be giving you a 6 by 6 kilometers 6 by 6 kilometers weather forecast, right? And one more important thing is there, that it will be updating you about the next 2 hours of weather also, right? Now cast term is there. One second, I will show you. Where is it? So resolution is what? 6 kilometer resolution is there. And at the world level, we see that the system that we were using earlier had a 12-kilometer global forecast system. So it has a more resolution, and it will be more accountable also, right? Geographical scope is what? So tropical region, again world map you have to see. So geographical scope is what? 30 degrees south, 30 degree north, right? This you have to remember. This is very important fact. You should not miss, okay? 30 degrees south and 30 degree north it will be covering, and it will cover the entire Indian mainland. These are the coordinates that you should remember. 8 degree north to 37.6 degree north, right? It will cover the entire mainland. Now, what are the advantages of the high resolution? Why are we saying that highest resolution? Why it is significant? We have to understand that thing also. Then high resolution means that it will provide more accuracy. More accuracy will be there, more accountable. When IMD is saying that in 2 hours rain will be there, then definitely that rain will be there, because localized weather forecast has given high resolution is there, right? So localized extreme weather events we can detect, we can predict, and then we can solve many issues that are going on. Urban flooding is there, agriculture specific, very, very important, because agricultural sector will be getting the more benefit from this thing, right? It is covering the entire Indian mainland. So agriculture sector will be prepared for anything. Okay, good also, bad also. For this, it becomes very important. Disaster management, very important. It gives us the preparedness, right? It gives us the advantage of preparing ourselves. There is a post and pre recovery time also for the disaster management. Some things are there we should be prepared before the disaster comes. Some things are there that we should do after the disaster. So everything will be there with us, information what to do next and what to do before. Okay, now this is very important term. See, UPSC can ask that now casting was in news. It is related to what? Now casting. It is related to weather forecast. Now casting means that it will give you 0 to 2 hours of weather forecasting. Next 2 hours, what is going to happen, right? It is related to weather forecast with greater reliability. Now, it is telling you the basic facts that it is powered by Arc supercomputer, performance 11.77 petaflops, storage 33 petabytes. These are all stats, right? Location IITM Pune. So this supercomputer's location is also at IITM Pune. Okay. Replaces the older Pratyush supercomputer. This is also important. ARC has replaced Pratyush supercomputer. What is the location? IITM Pune. Please understand. Please remember this thing. Now, data infrastructure. So these all things are there, which are like, it uses currently data from 40 Doppler weather radars, planned expansion to 100. So it will be expanding more and more, and it will be giving you real-time input also. Okay. Now, innovative features are there. It is going with the trend. It is going with the current things that are going on, current development advancement like AI, like machine learning. It has integrated all the knowledge, enhances now all this advancement. What is going to do is data assimilation will be there, model training and forecasting interpretation. All these things can be done, right? Data can be assimilated, and then designed for open access. It will be accessible to global researchers also, enabling scientific collaboration. So we'll be sharing the knowledge with other people also. Again, India is going to prove its leadership. So you have to interconnect all these things. Huh? Okay. Next is what? Indigenous. So this is totally indigenous. IITM Pune. Remember, BFS. Okay. Bharat Forecast System. IITM Pune, totally indigenous, which is very commendable thing that India has done. Yes or no, guys? Online students, yes or no? Do you agree that this is indigenous and we should be very proud of this thing that we have done, right? This is indigenous development. Okay. Now, developed by Ministry of Earth Sciences, organized by Pune and IMD. So these all ministries and the institutes have participated in this thing. Now, what is the significance of this development? So, it prepares us for disaster management, right? Climate resiliency, agriculture, it supports agriculture, early warning system, disaster risk reduction. Okay, how to prepare yourself for a flood if flood is coming. Next is grassroots level, local level weather forecast will be there. So it will help you in managing the weather forecast at panchayat level also. Earlier we had the weather forecast at block level, 12-kilometer was the resolution. Now it is 6-kilometer resolution, more deeper, right? So issue district and block level weather advisories also. Now block level also, but district and panchayat level also the weather forecast system will be given. So it will obviously it is going to help us. Better management of everything. Boost India's standing in what? This is important that India has proved itself again in the global meteorological science and data sharing leadership. We have created a forecast system, weather forecast system, plus we are sharing it with global people also, players also, so that they know about our efficiency. So proving the leadership again. Okay, next is policy planning. It will help us definitely. All this information will be helping us in preparation for the policies, urban flooding, all the issues that we are currently facing. So this is the prelims pointer. Now coming to the mains, what kind of questions can come? Role of advanced. What is the role of this system that we have created? What will be the role? And how we are going to manage it in disasters and climate adaptation. Next is examine the technological strategic implication of this indigenous effort in the weather forecasting. Okay. Next is highlight the importance of artificial intelligence and machine learning integration in meteorological sciences. See, they have asked you questions from every aspect that we have covered, okay, with reference to the Bharat forecasting system. Now, this topic is important because, see, panchayat is very important, right? From which act it came into existence? Oh, hmm. No problem. Panchayat is very important, guys. Panchayat is very important because at the local level, these panchayat help us in administering the space, the people, right? The areas. So this Panchayat Advancement Index is in news. Whenever any news related to Panchayat is in news, please cover that thing, okay? So Panchayat Raj Ministry launches Panchayat Advancement Index PI 2.0 portal and booklet for financial year 2023-24. What is this? So, it is obviously organized by Ministry of Panchayati Raj. It organized a 2-day workshop, Ride Shop in New Delhi. Now, it is focusing on what? Sustainable. Guys, don't talk. Sustainable development goals. It is focusing on sustainable development goals. There are some goals that we have to achieve at the Panchayat level also, right? So, it is also focusing on that thing, development, growth. And this PI, this index is focusing on the panchayat level development. Okay. Now, what is this PI index? Advancement. See, panchayat advancement. So it is talking about the advancement of panchayat at the local level, yes or no? And this is an index. So there are some indicators that we have to follow, right? And then it will be released. Next is it is a multi-domain, multi-sectoral index. It will be taking everything at the panchayat level. Overall development, performance, progress of panchayat, tracking everything. Next is to assess grassroots institution on their contribution towards achieving localized sustainable development goals. So the motive is to achieve sustainable development goals. Directly it is mentioning. So you should remember this thing. Okay, very important. Please understand. And then supporting, again, this point came that 2030 we have to achieve some goals. So you should first of all know what are these goals. 17 goals are there. Memorize it. Okay. And then this is made for that, so that we are tracking the process at the panchayat level. If everything is happening at the panchayat level, definitely that will impact the district level, then the state level. Yes or no? Correct or no? Yes. Design as a planning and monitoring tool for decentralized governance and data driven decision making. Now, structure and composition. What is the structure and composition? Basic fact that developed in alignment with national indicator framework. So this is also working for the national level growth. Panchayat Advancement Index, same. Okay, so it is aligning with the national level effort also, framework also. And one ministry is there which is doing it, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, MOPSI. MOSPI, we call it MOSPI. Total indicators are 435. There are some mandatory indicators that you have to fulfill, right? And then there are some optional. So total data points will be 566. This will not be asked, so don't worry about it. Next is it covers 9 themes. This is important. This you can mention in your answers. 9 themes of localized sustainable development goals. Okay, reflecting socio-economic, environmental dimensions relevant at the panchayat level. So this will be covering. Forest conservation will be there. Education will be there. Anything that will be there. Hi online students. Is everything clear? Okay. Now, when we are tracking everything, what it is going to do is, it is going to help us in policy making. Yes or no? So, evidence-based policy planning, it enables at the local level, panchayat level, helps in monitoring them, tracking them, their development, their growth and outcomes, right? We can see the result also when we are tracking, when it is being monitored. Development is being monitored and improved service delivery will be there. Next is bottom-up development. From down to up, it is showing the bottom-up development. Okay, so the development starts from the bottom level. Next is tool for convergence between different government schemes and local development categories. Okay, so sorry. Based on their 5 scores, Gram Panchayats are grouped into 5 performance bands. These are the 5 performance bands, basically 5 groups. Okay, so when the panchayats are performing, the score is given, right? So achievers are coming in the 90 and above. Okay, next is front runner, who are actually working very good, but they could not cross this 90 and above indicator level. Then performer, aspirant and beginner. At the national level also we have this thing, cities or the states who are performing better. Cities who performed really good, they're kept in the category, different category toppers, achievers, and one more category is there. So at the national level also we have this thing. Okay, so it will be, we had this PI version 1 which covered 2.16 lakh gram panchayat and 29 states. Now PI version 2 is refined and enhanced, and greater functionality, usability will be there, right? Significance is what? Definitely when it is being monitored, tracked, what is going to happen? Transparency, accountability, this will be there. These words will be there. Now, acts at a catalyst for community participation, performance benchmarking, local level governance will be there. Governance, it becomes important. Local level governance will be there with national, global development goals, local sustainable development goals, right? Enables data driven rural development planning. Okay, these are the pointers. Questions. What kind of questions can come? How can indices like PI will help us in enhancing grassroots governance? This becomes important for you. You are covering now polity governance, right? So grassroots governance, how it is going to impact and participatory development in India. Next is the role of PRIs, Panchayati Raj Institution. Is it in the syllabus mentioned? PRIs, syllabus of civil services. Is it mentioned? Panchayati Raj institutions. Governance, GS main. Yeah. Whatever is mentioned there, you have to cover that topic very well. Okay. So PRIs in achieving the sustainable development goals through tools like PI. Now, significance of localized data in planning and implementing rural development in India. Okay. Prelims question. Will you give me the answer for this question, guys? Chalo, answer batao. Online students, please give the answer of this question if you have covered the topic. Otherwise, just read it, then we will find the answer. Yes, what is the answer? Is it developed by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation? Yes or no? And then who developed this? Okay. Next is, it assesses panchayat performance based on localized SDG themes. Is this correct? Okay. Third is, achiever category under PI includes gram panchayat scoring above 90. So, answer is what? Online students, answer is what? Let's see the answer. 2 and 3. Okay. Ministry of Panchayati Raj. Under Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, MOSPI. So it is under that ministry. Okay. Ministry of Panchayati Raj, not MOSPI. Now, this was also in news. We have already seen that questions like these have come in the prelims examination, that what is this arrest warrant and everything question came. So this is also in news. Person arrested on a warrant need not be told of reason, Supreme Court is saying. Okay? So if there is a warrant released for a person, then we don't have to tell the reason of the arrest because it is already mentioned in the warrant. There are some reasons now why the warrant was released, right? Arrest warrant is released. So definitely the reason is in it. Especially we do not have to tell them if they're asking for the warrant. Okay, what is the news? That Supreme Court has clarified that an arrest is made with a warrant. A separate communication is not required. Separate communication, as the warrant itself serves the purpose. The court stated that reading the warrant to the arrested person sufficiently informs them of the reasons for their arrest. Right? What is, now we have to cover that what is the warrant of arrest, right? And what is the criteria to release this warrant of arrest to give. So Supreme Court recently said that we do not need a separate communication for the arrest warrant. We have to understand what is this warrant of arrest. So it is issued by magistrate or judge. Please remember this thing. These kind of questions are coming. Now, it authorizes law enforcement to arrest and produce an individual accused of an offense. Obviously, because of that only the arrest warrant was issued based on a sworn affidavit or complaint. It ensures judicial scrutiny. Now, essential feature of valid arrest warrant. These are the features that should be there if a valid arrest warrant is there. So criteria of issuing the valid arrest warrant, you have to keep this in mind because UPSC is asking the question based on these things which are in news currently, trending things. UPSC is also very much interested, civil services examination. Okay, so to be legally enforceable, these are the things that should be included. What are the things? Tell me the names, guys. Come on. One student, one criteria. Batao, Chandni. That's it. P in writing. Next. Huh. Who is the presiding officer? Or judge. Then, yes. So court seal should be there. Next. Yeah. Charge. So the reason is given, right? You see, this is specifically mentioned that what for what offense he is being getting arrested, right? Now, if any of these things are missing, then the warrant is invalid. Okay. Now, there are types of warrant also bailable and non-bailable. We know that there are some arrests which are non-bailable in nature, and there are some bailable kind of things. So, what are these? Bailable warrant allows the accused to be released upon furnishing bail with sureties. Must mention name of surety, bond amount, date, time for appearance in court. So, these are the things that are told to the person, the accused, that you have to do this thing. You have to sign a bond. There should be a surety, name of the sureties who are giving what the proof that yes, we are standing with this man and we know this person, like that thing is there. No, then date, time for appearance in court, that should also mention. Non-bailable is that no provision for bail is there mentioned in the offense issued when the person has evaded summons or in serious offense. Now, once the arrest warrant is there, what happens is when person is not able to come and show himself on the date which he should come in the court, right? There is a date written now here also, date, time for appearance in court. So when they are not coming and summon has been also issued in serious offenses, and when they are not coming and producing themselves in the court, then also non-bailable arrest is released. Okay, that now you will not be given a chance. Now, execution of arrest warrant. Executing police officer must inform the person with the content of warrant. That is very important. Next is show the warrant upon request. If accused is saying that show me the warrant, as warrant, then they should produce that thing. Okay. Next is produce the arrested person before magistrate without unnecessary delay. Okay. Now, arrest. See, when the arrest, guys, when the arrest is without warrant, then what happens? A police officer may arrest. This is also a provision that we can arrest a person without the warrant also under this cognizable and non-cognizable offenses. There are two serious offenses like murder, rape, robbery. These things warrant not required. Non-cognizable is minor offenses like defamation, public nuisance, right? Requires prior approval or warrant from a magistrate. Now, other situation where arrest without warrant is permitted. These are the other situations where warrant is not necessary. What are these situations? Probable cause. Officer reasonably believes that person committed a crime. If officer thinks that this person has committed crime, that on the base of the trust and faith of the officer, we can arrest a person. Next is in the act, crime being committed in officer's present. When an officer is present, then in presence of him or her, if the crime is committed, then also he can be arrested. Next, fleeing from the crime scene. After committing crime, he has fled. Next is escape from custody to prevent further evasion. Violation of court order, immediate threat or evidence tampering, risk. These are also the grounds on which arrest can be made without warrant. Now, so it is related to polity governance. Topic criminal justice reform. This is also in news, right? That we want to reform the system. So criminal justice reform should also be there. Next is rights of accused, police power. And questions are discuss the constitutional and legal safeguards against arbitrary arrest in India. Arbitrary arrest. So arrests are also in news, right? Because sometimes this is highlighted in the news. Yes or no? Critically examine the role of judicial oversight in the arrest process. Now, answer for this question. With reference to arrest procedures in India, consider the following statement. Answer the question, guys. Online students also can answer. Who all are there in the online class? Can you type yes so that I know? Answer is first option. A warrant of arrest must be in writing signed by the presiding officer of the court. Next, police officer can arrest a person without a warrant for any non-cognizable offense. Non-cognizable is minor offenses. Huh? Cognizable are serious offenses. In case of bailable warrant, the accused may be released upon furnishing bail as per court direction. Answer is C. Very good. So second, why second is not correct? Without a magistrate's permission, nobody can arrest. Arrest without warrant for cognizable is not allowed without a magistrate's. So even for minor offenses, magistrate's permission should be there. Okay, it should not be like anyone can arrest anyone. Okay. Now this is important news, guys, and this is very significant plus proud moment again for India. Why? Because India celebrates breakthrough prize in fundamental physics awarded to Large Hadron Collider Experiment, LHCE. So this is an experiment that is going on at the international level, right? And Indian scientists are also participating in this experiment, and this has been given. This award, breakthrough prize is the name. This award has been given to the Indian scientists also, mentioning their contribution in the science which is going on at the international level. Collaboration. It is talking about collaboration, science and technology. Okay. And this is fundamental physics. There are many prizes which are given in different. There is a life science prize also. Fundamental physics is also there. Maths is also there. Right. So we have received in fundamental physics. Is awarded to co-authors of the publication based on CERN's Large Hadron Collider. Okay. So this was the there which is going on. So our scientists are also involved in this thing. See this Nataraja statue which was gifted by India to CERN, and it is kept there. The Nataraj statue at CERN. This is kept there. See what is written: as a testament to the long-standing scientific collaboration between India and CERN. In June 2004, India gifted 2-meter tall statue of the Indian deity Shiva Nataraj, the Lord of Dance, to CERN. What it signifies? It signifies the cosmic dance of universe also. So universe also, there's a pattern of cosmic dance, right? What is this, guys? Do you know about the history of the statue? Nataraja's statue. From which dynasty? Chola dynasty. Okay, remember this thing. Chola dynasty. It is a very important sculpting work. This is called a sculpture. Art and culture. It comes under art and culture also. Chola's sculpture. Highest beauty, right? Highest sculpting evidence we have, right? So this is from the Chola period. Chola period is considered as a golden age in ancient history. Yes or no? Maritime also, navigation. They were the imperial. They are called imperial Cholas. Why? Because they conquered the foreign territories also. And related to Chola, one question came, right? Who conquered the territories? Territories were also given, and answer was Raj Raja Chola I, right? So very important leader, king. So these are the initiatives, these are the projects on which India is working, right? Alice is there, Alice experiment is there. So I've kept the PIB slide. This is from the PIB publication, okay? Now, this breakthrough prize in fundamental physics, remember this name, fundamental physics, right? Awarded to 4 experiment collaboration in which India is also participating. CERN's 4 collaboration, ATLAS is there, CMS is there, ALICE is there, and LHCb is there. And Indian scientists, why it is we are covering this news? Because Indian scientists are also associated with this. They have played a significant role in CMS, ALICE experiment, and it shows our contribution also in fundamental physics. Now, they are considered, these awards are considered as the Oscar of science. Oscars award are there, right, for acting. Now this is considered as Oscars of science, okay? Prestigious international award for exceptional contribution in life science, mathematics and fundamental physics. Okay, when it was started? 2013. These are the basic information. 2013 it started, nicknamed Oscars of Science. Award amount is also there, prize money is also there. Nominations are public, winners are selected by previous laureates, and then it is televised also, live televised, and then includes lectures, discussion, renomination is also there. Renomination, people can renominate themselves based on the discoveries that they have done. Okay, what is the mission? So mission is to promote science for public good, right? Discoveries, celebrate scientists as heroes. Huh? Oscar is done for what? Yeah, for making highlighting their contribution towards the art entertainment. Yes or no? Correct. That is also important part of life. Yes. Hmm? Inspire young minds also to reach through visibility and then global apolitical in nature. Question. What kind of question can come? See the topic. GS paper 3, contribution of Indian scientists and international collaboration. Okay. So please cover the news like this. Whenever you cover a topic, you should know. आपका नाम आप लिखिए पहले, आपका नाम ही नहीं पढ़ पा रही हूँ मैं. ओके, आप इस पे फोकस करिए, यहाँ पे सब सही होना चाहिए. ठीक है. ओके. Discuss the significance of international scientific recognition like the Breakthrough Prize fostering global collaboration and India's role in such effort. Right? So ये जो है, sorry, discuss the significance of the international scientific recognition. We have to discuss the importance of this recognition, the prizes, and how they are contributing towards the science, right? And also India's role in this. This kind of question can come. Now, the prelims question. Consider the following statement with reference to breakthrough prize. Now, tell me the answer. Hi Raj, how are you? What are you doing? For what examination are you preparing? Civil services or SSC or different exam? B. See, this statement you can ignore. This will not be asked. Will it be the prize money is above the Nobel Prize or what? But still, answer. Let's find the answer. They are funded by technology entrepreneurs, recognize recent scientific contribution, awarded to only for achievement in physics and mathematics. First is not correct. No. But why it is not correct? No. One thing is also there, physics and maths and life sciences. Right? Life science was also there now. Let's see. Yes. Life science, right? Not just for fundamental physics and mathematics. Life sciences is also there. Okay? Chalo. Okay, Hyderabad's 16-year-old boy. Hyderabad's 16-year-old Vishwanath Karthike. Yes, yes. First is correct. So first, elimination. Elimination technique, only one option is left. Okay, I'm keeping everything simple for you. Okay, Hyderabad 16-year-old boy has done what? Very commendable thing. Youngest Indian to complete 7 summits challenge. Now, what is this 7 summits challenge? We have to understand this thing, right? Then we have to know the names of these summits also, because civil services, right? So whatever is in news, we should cover. We should understand the relevance also. Why these summits are important? What is happening? Climate change is happening. We are losing the ice sheets. We are losing glaciers also melting, right? So 7 summits challenge. The person's name is what? Now they're asking about the names also. They're asking about the scores also. Hockey score was asked, right? This year. So very tough kind of questions are coming. So prepare yourself very well. Okay. Vishwanath Karthike Padkanti, a teenager from Hyderabad, became the youngest Indian and second youngest person in the world. Again, one more important fact is he is the second youngest person in the world also to achieve this summit, 7 summits challenge, to complete the 7 summits. So we have to know first what is the 7 summit challenge and global adventure mountaineering. So it is related to mountains. Okay, adventure. Okay. Arena, arena, renowned mountaineering challenge that involves climbing the highest mountain each of the 7 continents. Okay. So we have the highest peaks. Every continent has a highest peak. So going climbing on the peaks means that we have done this challenge, 7 summits challenge. Now, first conceptualized in 1985 by Richard Bass, and these are the 7 summits. Asia, okay. I asked you about the continents, right? So these are the names of the continent. Asia is there, South America, North America, Africa, Europe, Antarctica, Australia. And these are the highest peaks: Mount Everest, Aconcagua, and then Denali, Kilimanjaro, Mount Elbrus, Vinson, and the last name is Kosciuszko. Okay. Height is also mentioned. So Mount Everest has the highest height. Okay. This is the important thing that you have to understand. And now the syllabus part is what? Adventure diplomacy, right? So promotes youth representation and global engagement through personal achievement. Next is what? Geography relevance. High yield topic for physical geography. We know summits, highest peaks. So you have to remember these things, okay? And map based question. Please keep the atlas with you, okay? Continents. Where are these continents? Next is GS paper 1 geography, climate and physical features. So I'm doing all this work for you so that you should know why syllabus reading is important and how you can integrate that thing whenever you're reading a topic. So all these things are aligning with the topic. Now, GS paper 2 and 3 also, youth empowerment, representation, individual excellence in global efforts. Prelims, practice question. Very important. I did not give you the time, that I know, but still let's see. 7 submit challenge. This kind of question can come. They can give you match the following continent and peak. We saw these this time 3 columns were there, right? Departments were given, their role was given, and the ministry was also given. So these kind of questions can come. Prepare yourself well. So these are the continents and then peak. What is the answer? Any guesses? Even if you do not, okay, how many pairs are correctly matched? So here we are giving options 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can eliminate. If you know even one option is wrong, you can eliminate that option. But UPSC Civil Services, this option is not given. They are saying only 1 pair, only 2 pair, only 3 pair, only 4 pair. So you have to be very sure, right? So that makes the paper difficult. But here we have given the option. We have kept it easy. Okay. So let's see the answer. 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. First is not correct. South America's Mount Aconcagua is in South America, not Europe. Kilimanjaro, Africa. Oceania, Kansan Pyramid, Denali, North America. Okay, again, this is an exercise, nomadic elephant. So, country, bilateral exercises in news, and Indian Army contingent departs for India, Mongolia. Nomadic elephant military exercise. 3 things are important. Okay, India, Mongolia exercise. Nomadic elephant is the name, and it is a military exercise. 3 things are important. Okay. Chalo. So it is happening in Mongolia, 17th edition. What we have to understand is basic facts related to this exercise, that it is a annual bilateral military exercise. Country's name we know, and conducted alternately in India and Mongolia. This time it is happening in Mongolia, right? And last edition happened in Meghalaya. So location is there, and this is a emphasis on joint task force will be there, platoon level field training exercises will be there, semi-urban mountaineers under simulated UN peacekeeping mandate. Same kind of environment is provided, same kind of situation is created, and then exercises are being conducted. Key focus areas: cyber warfare scenarios, cultural, military exchange. Significance is what? It enhances operational synergy, mutual understanding. Now, Mongolia. Where is Mongolia? Promotes regional security and stability. Now, Act East policy. This is important, guys. This is important for India's Act East policy. So, it is in the East, Eastern world that we know. Now, multilateral peacekeeping effort also, it strengthens the multilateral peacekeeping effort also. Defense cooperation, cultural ties, right? We have defense ties also, cultural ties also. So, it will strengthen that tie also. It will help us in maintaining better affairs, relations with the countries, right? Mongolia. Okay. Now, it is related to what? Okay. International relations and internal security, because for security we are doing this, right? So there are exercises that are conducted. What will be the role of these exercises in what? In promoting regional and strategic interest. Now, this is very, very important, guys. This topic, know your PIN. This was in news and this is important for many purpose. Very important topic. Definitely, we have seen that UPSC is asking questions about RTGS, NEFT related to daily base things, right? The payment that we are doing. UPSC's civil services may, that question is also coming. So this is also daily basis use thing. Know your PIN. This is what you know, we all have a PIN code. When we write our addresses, we have a PIN code. How many digits are there? 6. You know this thing, right? 6 digits are there, and through that digit, we are able to locate our location. Yes or no? So, know your PIN is what? Launch of DigiPin and know your PIN code. So, DigiPin means what? If we separate these words, Digi means digital, PIN means PIN का full form क्या है? What is the full form of PIN? Very good. Postal index number. So this is a postal address. And now, what is the intention behind this thing? Making the pins digital. Simple. Digitalization. Okay. Digital India. This is a part of Digital India. Digitalization becomes very important for us because government is also working towards it. Next important thing is digital public infrastructure. इधर लिखा है. Can you find digital public infrastructure here? Okay. So, digital public infrastructure. This is a system. This is a system. See, there are physical infrastructures and there are digital infrastructures. Huh? Physical infrastructure means what? Give me the example of physical infrastructure. What happened? Najia? Want a break? No. Huh. What are physical infrastructures? What are physical infrastructures? Yeah, roads, bridges, canals. बताओ. Eh? Speak. I also want to laugh. Speak. Infrastructures are this only, right? Rails, roads, these are the infrastructure. Now, what are digital infrastructure? Digital infrastructure. Tell me. Hmm? Yes. UPI will come under digital infrastructure. UPI. Aadhaar. Aadhaar will come under digital infrastructure. This PIN, DigiPin will come under digital public infrastructure. Okay, so we are providing these things digitally and it is helping us in doing what? Moving logistics. It is helping us in delivering the things. Aadhaar, identification, right? Many things are happening. So government is focusing towards digital public infrastructure also. Everything at one place, and go and study about digital public infrastructure. Very important because mains may definitely questions will be coming every year about this thing. Okay. Digitalization is important. Okay. So what happens is Department of Post. Guys, this becomes important. Who is launching this thing? Department of Post and Ministry of Communication today launched two transformative digital platform. Know your DigiPin and know your PIN code. Okay. DigiPin will be working as Aadhaar. DigiPin will be working as Aadhaar. Just like Aadhaar, there will be a alphanumeric code given to your home, your address. Okay. DigiPin. Okay. Okay. Understood? So it is also the Aadhaar for the land, for the property. Okay, so this is going to help in multiple ways and it is so good. Such a transformative thing it is going to happen because land management will become very easy. We already have a scheme related to rural land management. What is that scheme? That is also digital. Government has launched. All these initiatives becomes important from the mains perspective also. Definitely you will see in August month when mains examination will be there, see the kind of question that will come. Digital India question definitely will be there. Okay, so for land management also we have a scheme which is working. Rural land management, I discussed in the class also that the fraud cases, ownership related confusions will be cleared by that thing. So that is also there. Now this is for every house, every property in India. This will be working. This will be giving a separate identification of every house. Now what is happening is we all are living in the same district, same blocks, right? So what happens is finding address is not easy. You might also face the issue. We tell them, please come here. We leave all the work and we go outside and entertain the calls. Please, come here. The nearest landmark is this. Then also they are having confusion. Main areas it is okay, but in the many other areas it becomes very difficult. People are sometimes going there. They have to come somewhere else and they are going somewhere else, right? So this happens. So all these confusions will be cleared. It will be helping in logistics, movement also, service delivery also. Whenever we need any product, that will come on proper time because there is a proper location. Coordinates are there. Latitude, longitudinal coordinates will be shared and then the number will be given. And this number, this digipin will be your permanent PIN for the property. If Alchemy is at this thing and digipin has been created, then this is going to remain there until and unless government is not taking this area. Okay, this will not be moved. Ownership can be moved, but this name, the identification related to this building will be there. Understood? Any confusion is there? No, this is related to Aadhaar. Okay, now we will go through the basics of this thing. So understand Department of Post under the Ministry of Communication. This is very important. See, if this question is coming that DigiPin and Know Your PIN was in news and it is under which ministry, they will definitely give you Ministry of Communication. And you will never be identifying the correct answer because communication and DigiPin, what is the connection? No connection, right? But Department of Post is involved. And this is postal index number. Understood? Correct? So, two transformative digital platform, DigiPin and Know Your PIN. Now, what is the significance? That it is a step towards governance. How governance? Geospatial governance. Okay, geospatial governance, land management, addressing system. Okay, addressing system. See, geospatial means what? Geography is there and then we are using the technology also and then we are giving the proper information. Okay, so India's addressing system, which is very confusing now, will be making it is going to make it easier. Okay, web application will also be there. Okay, so precise geolocation will be there. Input latitude, longitude coordinator to fetch corresponding digipin. So you will have to input longitude and latitude and then you will get the correct digipin. Okay. See, enhancing digital address infrastructure. Okay. Department of Post is involved, has launched two major initiatives. Now, digipin developed by Department of Post in collaboration with IIT Hyderabad, NSRC, ISRO. Grid-based, geocoded. These things are very important. Grid-based, geocoded, open source digital address system. Provided address as a service, asks for accurate, secure, efficient delivery and governance. Remember these two words, delivery and governance. Okay. Next is functionality, retrieve digipin via geolocation. You have to fill the location and then it will be created. Fetch digipin using longitude, latitude. Publicly accessible via web portal. And then integration scope is what? Ministry, state government, institution and users all will be integrating at the same platform. Okay. Address. Advantages of digipin is what? Accurate location will be there. Last mile delivery. Delivery system, logistics system, this will be functioning in a very well manner without any confusion. Emergency response system means what? Whenever there's a fire, there's an accident, exactly at that location itself we can reach with the number. Okay, alphanumeric code. Yes, supports future GI based digitalization of service delivery. So it will be helping in many ways. Okay, know your PIN code web application is there. Now, PIN code system. 6-digit postal index number introduced in 1972. We have this thing system. Initiative undertaken, national geofencing of PIN code boundaries and developed by Department of Post. Again, functions are what? Identify correct PIN code for a given location and then geofenced PIN code boundary dataset uploaded. So these are the things related to this Know Your PIN and DigiPay. UPSC relevance is what? Who developed this system? Know Your PIN Know Your DigiPin provides address as a service. Now, pin code system introduced in 1972 and geofenced. It is geofenced. Question is, how initiatives like DigiPin can improve last mile service delivery and promote inclusive digital governance in India? These two words are important, correct? So they are asking about these things only. That how did they improve this thing? So this is the topic. I think everything is clear, and this is the last topic. Class is over now. I hope everything is understood, clear. Any confusion is there? Would you like to ask anything? Huh? Guys? No? Online students? Anything you would like to ask? Please ask. And we'll meet next week now. Please look at all the important topics. There are several topics. There are several wildlife sanctuaries, national parks is in news, species are in news. So small notes you can make. Weekly notes should be there, which should not exceed one side of the page. Understood? One side of the page. 1 week news, one side. Other side, next week news. That way you create the notes. Okay? And then rely on the notes provided by us. Okay? So I'll see you next week. Take care, study well, work hard, and definitely you're going to crack this examination. All the best. Thank you.